Welcome back, guys. Let's talk about resistant bands and why I like them so much, okay? So I like to use resistant bands for a lot of things. I put resistance on everything like it was salt and pepper, especially when you go into training because it's what gives your training seasoning, right? It gives it good taste. So what I'm trying to show you guys is how I like to warm up. True story, I tore my labrum back in 2012. I had surgery. And from there, I just started doing my rehab. I never went to PT just because at that time, I was really stubborn and I felt like I could do everything myself and I didn't go to professionals. But that's not what I'm recommending you guys to do. I just want to show you some of the things that helped me out and some of the exercises that I've gone to PTs for recommendations and what they'd like to do. But this is what I like to do here at the gym. I do it with every athlete and every individual. It doesn't matter who it is. We all need strength at the posterior deltoid, the back of the shoulder. Let me show you. Okay, so these bands, I always make sure that they're equally in length. You guys could do this with cables, but I like bands because the thing with bands is that you can't cheat bands. Bands, if you go fast here, it's gonna go fast back, okay? It doesn't cheat. So what I like to do is, these are called external rotations. Now, when you go into external rotations, you can have this hand not do anything. What I like to do, I have it to go to the middle just like this and let it stay there. So isometrically, meaning that there's no movement in here. I'm still working on something. My shoulder is not letting it go like this. So those internal muscles are having to work really hard. Now, when you go do external rotations, what I don't want to see, and what I often see is the elbow coming to the front of the stomach when I want that elbow back. They say, they tell you to pretend like there's a towel there and press on that towel. So now I'm here, I'm gonna go outside and bring it right back. My arm is in a 90-degree position and I'm coming right back. So pause, I'm squeezing that deltoid and I'm bringing it right back, just like this, okay? So just be very aware of what you're doing and how you're doing it. What you don't wanna do is do this. Now, there's often times where I like to do a recommendation of 10 and 10 for a total of 20 reps. So I'm gonna go 10 slow, I'm gonna feel this out, just like that. Now that I'm a little bit more fatigued now, I like to rep it out. I like to go rapid fire. Here, bam, bam, bam. Get that burn, shake it off, and then we move on to the next thing. That's the first exercise, external rotations, okay? Now let me show you the next one. We're gonna go into A's. What I like about A's is that you get the lats to help you engage in that retraction of the shoulder. So that you don't just go and do the motion without having to engage the lats. So what I like to do is I put my hands like this, I'm gonna go straight back, I'm squeeze. If I start losing tension here, you see that? There's not much slack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna squeeze and I'm gonna bring it out slow. If you see my shoulder start shaking a little bit, it's because this is where I find difficulty the most. I bring it back, squeeze, bring it back, okay? I go 10 of these, okay? I'm just gonna do 5 now to just demonstrate. So I do A's, right? Just like the letter A, bam. Then we go into T's, squeeze, I'm retracting. Notice how I'm doing every degree of the shoulder. I just did extensions, and now I'm going to T's. Bam, just like that, okay? Once I do those, I always wanna make sure that when you go back, you squeeze that. Don't go in a rush, squeeze it, take your time. Then I come here, and I go into Y's. So, bam, bringing it down. Now notice what I just did, I did a mistake. If you caught onto it, you're a beast, okay? When you go up, what I don't want is this, okay? Your rib cage coming up, okay? I don't want this, that's not good. So what you wanna do is, you come here, squeeze your stomach, bring that rib cage down. Okay, I'm ready to rock and roll. Squeeze, bring it down. Bring it down. Okay, if that's too difficult, step a little bit forward. Same thing, you're gonna find more tension at the end of the motion. Okay, so we talked about 3 exercises facing forward and 1 exercise going into rotation. We talked about external rotations, keeping that elbow tuck, okay? Really allowing that deltoid to go in through all those muscles, motions, and then we went to A's, T's, and W's. These are some of my favorite shoulder warm-ups with the bands, and I love to do them. It's something that I feel that when you start doing it, you can really start progressing and be able to do harder bands and have more tension. And this is really good for you to do all the time because prehab exercises are important. If you guys like this, share, subscribe, show some love, and I'll see you guys soon for the next episode.